When headphones manufacturers release a new version of their headphones, it is supposed to be better than the older version. These are the Bowers & Wilkins PX7 S3, and in this video we're gonna see if they are better than the PX7 S2e. So I'll be comparing both headphones on all the levels, like the sound quality, active noise cancellation, comfort, and so on and so forth. So let's start first by telling you what is similar and what is different between both headphones, and make sure to watch all the video because you're in for a big surprise. Let me start the comparison with the physical aspect. If you look at them at first glance, you think that they are the same, but there are subtle differences. So first of all, the similarities are they still have the same hinges, and both also headphones don't have their ear caps that fold inwards, and the headband looks almost the same. On the S3s, it is a little bit more padded than the S2e. Now the differences lie in the controls and also in the thickness of the ear cups. So let me show you. So this is here the right ear cup, and this is the right ear cup on the S3s. And notice how the ear cup, it is slimmer on the S3, and also the controls migrated from here to this side here. So they are now on the outside of the ear cups as opposed to being on the ear cup itself. And also the power on off button migrated from the right ear cup on the S2e to the left ear cup here on the S3s. Now for the weight, the S2es weigh 311 grams verified, so I weigh them myself, and the S3s weigh exactly 300 grams. Also there are some differences in the cases. The cases are almost the same size, but if you open the cases, you notice that the S3s have this padding here that will help the ear caps of the headphones to stay pushed inside the case, and the S2es doesn't have this one. And both of them here have this compartment where you put the cables of the headphones. Now for the specifications difference, both drivers are still 40 millimeters, and the Bluetooth of the S2e is 5.2, whereas the S3 have Bluetooth 5.3. The S2e has aptX adaptive, whereas the S3s has aptX lossless. And both have USB-C port, that is for charging, and also to connect them physically to a 3.5 millimeter device. So they come with a cable that is 3.5 millimeter to USB-C. The S2e has 6 microphones, whereas the S3 has 8 microphones. The battery is exactly the same on both of them. It needs 2 hours to charge from zero, and it can last up to 30 hours. And if you charge it for 15 minutes on both of them, you can get up to 7 hours of playback time. And both of them has exactly the same cables. Both of them have also active noise cancellation and a transparency mode. Now the big difference lies in the application. The S2es has only treble and bass adjustment, whereas the S3s has 5-band equalizer, and they have also a setting that is called True Sound. And talking about the sound, let's now perform the sound quality comparison. As you might have heard, the S3 sound better than the S2e, especially when you put its setting on True Sound. It means the equalizer is at 0, and the treble and the bass and the S2e is also at 0. Now when you adjust the treble and the bass in the S2e and the equalizer in the S3, the difference in sound become less, but the S3 still sound a little bit better. Now I mentioned at the beginning of this video that you are in for a big surprise, but until now the S3 is winning. So on paper it is better, and the sound is better. So where lies the big surprise? Let's watch the next chapters to see what is the big surprise. The next chapter is the active noise cancellation test. So you might have noticed that the active noise cancellation in the S3s is a big disappointment. It has three major problems. The first problem is that it is much less effective than the active noise cancellation in the S2es, and also it emits much more white noise. The second problem is that the pass-through mode is much more also artificial than the one that is in the S2es. And the third and major problem is that the S3 that I have were having problems with their ANC, so it was turning off randomly, and I tried everything with the support of Bowers and Wilkins, even a firmware update, resetting everything, and it's still giving me problems. If you have a similar problem, let me know in the comments section below. So now I'm performing the microphone test in a quiet environment, and the sound you're listening to is coming from the microphones of the PX7 S3, and these are now the microphones of the PX7 S2e. And now let's go outside to test both microphones in a noisy environment. Now I am on a busy street. There is wind, there are cars passing behind me, and there are some birds singing, and the sound that you're listening to now is coming from the microphone of my DJI Osmo Action 4 camera. And this is the sound now coming from the microphones of the PX7 S3, and I listened to it before, and I found it to cope really very well with the surrounding noise. And this is now the sound of the microphones of the PX7 S2es, and also I've listened to it before, and I found it to be very good, and it eliminates also all the surrounding noises. Now let me talk about comfort, and for me comfort is one of the most important aspects of any headphones, because simply if the headphones aren't comfortable, you cannot wear them and you cannot enjoy the sound they produce. And in the comfort chapter, the PX7 S3s also disappoint, even if they are similar to the PX7 S2es, and even if they are lighter. When I wear them, after 1 hour of wearing them, I start feel pressure in my ears, and they are not comfortable. And the headband also, I feel it all the time on the top of my head. Whereas for the PX7 S2es, they are extremely comfortable, and they are way more comfortable than the PX7 S3s. And even I waited 2 weeks with the PX7 S3s to break them in and for them to be loose, and I was wearing them each day, and despite this, they are less comfortable than the PX7 S2es. Now that you saw all the tests, you have your own opinion if the upgrade to the PX7 S3 from the PX7 S2e is worth it. For me, it's definitely not worth it, even though the S3 has a slightly better sound and slightly better microphone. It is way less comfortable than the S2e, and also its active noise cancellation is way worse, it is more expensive, and most importantly, mine weren't reliable, and they had this active noise cancellation problem that I told you about. Now, if you want to check out any of these headphones, I'm going to leave affiliate links in the description. If you make a purchase using my link, I will gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will support my channel. And if you liked my video, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.